5 each player, 5 destroyed gates, and then 5 regular gates. Next, you want to take the destroyed gates and lay the 5 of them out in front of you. Then take your normal gates closed side up and lay them out on top of your destroyed gates. Separate the perps from the Justice Department. Then you want to lay the Justice Department in between the 2 gates so the cards can be dealt down the street. A note on shuffling the Justice Department. The Justice Department is a twist shuffle. The cards are double-sided, so you want to randomize the top and the bottom of the card as well as the cards themselves. A twist shuffle is simple. Separate into 2 packs, twist 1, and shuffle together. Next thing you want to do is deal each player 5 cards from the perp deck. And then place the perp deck off to the side. Your hand of cards is normally kept secret from your opponent, but for the purposes of this, we'll be playing them face up. Now that the players have their initial hand of cards, you want to deal out the Justice Department. You do this by grabbing the short edge of the card and flipping it over, keeping the same orientation as in the deck. Any action cards that are dealt at this point should just be discarded. There should be 3 cards facing one player and 2 cards facing another player. If during the initial deal there are ever more than 3 facing one player, they can choose cards to turn around to make it 2 and 3. Okay, now, based on what we have in our hands and the cards that are facing the street, you want to open 2 security gates. Usually you just want to open 2 where the Justice Department is not facing you. The last person who saw Dredd goes first, or the last person who saw Judge Dredd goes last. Now that we have everything set up, I will go first. On your turn, you have 5 action points to spend. Down in the bottom corner is an action point cost. First, I'll play the punks for 1 action point. Then I'll play the crazed citizens. Then I'll reinforce for 4 action points. And then with my remaining action point, I will take a card from the perp deck. My opponent will play the punks for 1 and the city defense for 3, and then draw 2 new cards from the deck. A note about action points. Action points can be spent to play cards from your hand, move units to adjacent gates for 1 action point. You can spend 1 action point to open or close one of your gates, or 1 action point to draw a card from the deck. Now that the second player has played their action points, combat will happen. Combat always starts at the security gate closest to the Justice Department. We start here. I have an open gate but no unit. This is a closed gate. The Justice Department, unless it's marked, will not attack a closed gate. So we move to the second gate. Combat always originates with the Justice Department. So this judge is facing a closed gate. He will not attack. My punks are sitting on an open gate facing the backside of a rookie judge. The punks destroy the rookie judge, and that card gets discarded. Then we move on to column number 3. Both gates are closed, nothing happens. Gate number 4, the rookie judge is facing a closed gate, but the city defense is sitting behind an open gate, so he destroys the rookie judge. Street judge is facing a closed gate. The punks destroy the street judge. Now that we've gone through all the gates, we deal more cards. Now, you'll notice that on the side of the cards is a drop and a slide. A slide always wants to go into the space next to the Justice Department. So it's a slide, it slides this card down. Then we pick another Lawmaster. That's a drop. So it will go into the first open slot. Now we pull a Tech Judge. The Tech Judges are action cards. An action card, when pulled from the Justice Department, will either do something or not, and then immediately get discarded. In this instance, the tech judges open any closed gate they're facing. So that would open this gate, and then we discard the tech judges, and then go back to the deck and we'll draw a new card. Judge Dredd's special action is, at the beginning of the turn, he rotates towards the strongest open gate. This gate is open, so he would turn around. So now he's facing the city defense. My first action will be buy a card from the deck for 1 action point. I'll play a flashbang on the veteran judge. My 4th action point will be to move the punks over to gate number 1, and then I'll draw a card. I'm finished playing my action points. Combat happens. The veteran judge is facing my opponent's open gate, destroying that gate. And then my punks will attack the veteran judge, doing 1 point of damage to his 1 point of defense, destroying him. Then we move on to gate 2. The street judge is facing my opponent. I have nothing here, so nothing happens. Gate number 3, the lawmaster is facing a closed gate, nothing happens. Judge Dredd is facing my opponent. He's got a 3 attack to a 2 defense. The city defense gets destroyed. I'm behind a closed gate, nothing happens. In the last gate, the lawmaster is facing my open gate. It gets destroyed, but the punks get a chance to attack, but they only have a 1 attack to the lawmaster's 2 defense, so nothing happens. Now that combat is finished, we refill the street. This is a rookie judge. It goes into the first slot. My opponent decided to riot foam my open gate for 2 action points. Then they drew a card for 1 action point, closed a gate, and played a backup on this gate. Now combat happens. The rookie judge is facing my punks through an open gate. They both have an attack of 1, but I have a defense of 0, so they destroy each other. For gate number 2, the street judge is facing a closed gate, nothing happens. Gate 3, the lawmaster is facing a closed gate, nothing happens. Nothing happens here, we'll skip over that. Here, my opponent's unit now has an attack of 2 to the lawmaster's 2 defense, destroying the lawmaster. And now we redo the street. The rookie judge goes into the first space. The bike cannon is a slide, pushing everything down. For my first action, I'll draw a card for 1 point, and then for my second action point, I will play a hack on this gate, opening it. My third action point, I will open my own gate. For my last 2 points, I'll play the city defense here. And now combat happens. I have no units here, so nothing happens. This is riot foamed. The rookie judge will not attack a closed or riot foamed gate. Nothing happens here. In gate 4, the lawmaster is facing an open gate. He destroys it. Now, my unit, they get to attack. I have a 2 attack against their 2 defense. I destroy the lawmaster. And in the last gate, Judge Dredd's 3 attack destroys them because they have 0 defense. Last round, combat happens. We start with the first gate. Street judge is facing the punks through an open gate. They destroy each other. This gate's destroyed. This is riot foamed. Nothing happens. The bike cannon is facing the city defense. He's got a 4 attack. They destroy each other. The rookie judge and the crazed citizens, they destroy each other. And the street judge destroys my opponent's last open gate, and I win.